Precious Gems with KathyE. KathyE, Precious Gems.
How many people have been to their local community centre or even know anything about it? When you step inside your local centre, a whole new world opens up for you. I'm inviting you to come with me on a journey into that world. And I invite you to get a sense of what it's like from both sides of the fence, from someone who visits the centre and someone, a staff member who works there, me. And some of the precious gems that can be acquired there. Imagine, I'm in my 80s. I live at home alone. My family, the few of them, live interstate. Most of my friends have died. I'm very lonely and I don't go out much. And I get quite down. One day I was looking through my course guide for my local centre and I saw something that interested me. A program called Armchair Travel. I used to love to travel. So I nervously rang up and a lovely friendly person there explained about it and said I could come and have a walk and see if I liked it and that their minibus would come and pick me up and take me home again. I was quite nervous, but the driver and the jockey were so warm and caring and assisted me on and off the bus. When I got there, I was warmly welcomed and shown to my seat. This week's presenter was showing Italy. I love Italy. And I recognised lots of places. And I also got to see places I hadn't seen and hear about the experiences from the presenter's point of view. At afternoon tea time, the lady next to me said, "Have you been there?" Her name was Vera. And I said, "Yes. And I'm loving seeing all these places again. It's bringing back such warm memories from when I was there with my husband." After a delicious afternoon tea, we were whisked back to Italy. And I got to experience more things. Some intricate, intriguing architecture, some pretty and colourful gardens, and some rugged and panoramic scenery. And also some pictures of some scrumptious Italian food. I could almost smell the garlic. At the end, everyone said goodbye and hope to see you again next week. When I walked inside my door, I actually felt lighter, younger. I loved the socialisation and companionship, and as well as the stories and the pictures, and of course the delicious afternoon tea, which I didn't have to make. And also I got to see the delicious afternoon tea. Oh, and I got to escape for a couple of hours, which was wonderful, and no jet lag. You know what? I think I will go back again. Imagine, I'm in my 40s. I left school early because I hated it. I married young, had my kids straight away. One day I was looking through my course guide and I spotted something that made my heart flutter. You know, when you get that little flutter here. And it was like the latent desire to create when I was a child, emerging, spreading forth. A bit like Jack planting the beanstalk and it just bursting upwards and upwards. I was so excited that then I got scared. And all of a sudden, the chatter in my head started, all the reasons why I couldn't do it. Have you ever had that happen to you? 2 days later, I couldn't get it out of my head. I looked at the phone, picked it up, put it down again, picked it up, shakingly pressed the buttons, with a lovely lady called Sally at the other end. When I explained to her what I was interested in, I said I was probably not good enough for these art classes, or experienced enough, but she said, no, it's for enjoyment, and there's no standard, so I enrolled. And when I got there, it was such a challenge. I was terrified in walking through the doors. But in the room, the tables were set out in a U shape, and the tutor mingled amongst us and assisted us and encouraged us. And everybody was doing what they liked. At the end, a few of the people were saying, let's enrol in an introduction to computers course. And I said, nah, I can't do that. But with their laughing and joking, I got booked in and I enrolled. Now, at the end of that term, I couldn't believe how much I liked it and how much I'd learned. And I felt good about myself. And my kids said, good on you, Mum. And then, wow, a friend offered me a part-time job. And you know what? I think I'll take it. You've come a long way, baby. Now, let's join me on the other side of the fence as a staff member myself. I've been a volunteer at Sandbelt Centre for quite a few years when they offered me a paid position in a role looking after the elderly in a programme called Armchair Travel. Now, at first, I used to get so scared, anxious and nervous, introducing the speaker, the presenter, and then thanking them at the end. Now, you may all think, how easy, but I've always been terrified of being the focus of attention. So I developed some strategies. Firstly, I shifted the focus from me onto the presenter. Secondly, I joined Toastmasters. And I learned that with practice and repetition, I could decondition and lessen the intensity of the state. And thirdly, I looked for points to praise and acknowledge the presenter, also from Toastmasters. And I got to change and get my reward of enjoyment instead of fear. This was my precious gem. Look, I've got some more precious gems. Oh, look at this one. My sense of belonging, a basic human need because of the caring and supportive environment. And look at this one. My innate sense of satisfaction at helping others, a true reward. And look at this one. My sense of fulfillment at achieving my purpose in assisting others to go home feeling better than when they came. Imagine how many stories there are from the thousands of people who have gained precious gems in life from attending their local community centres. Like dropping the pebble in the pond. And I love that the ripples effect that go out now. We may not know how many precious gems are out there, but the fact that they are is enough.